When starting an e-commerce business, one of the most common questions entrepreneurs face is whether they need to form an LLC. While the basic answer is no across all major platforms, the specifics of operating without an LLC vary significantly. Today, we'll explore exactly what you need to know about business structures for e-commerce, from basic sole proprietorships to DBAs to LLCs, and the specific requirements of the main platforms small businesses use online: Etsy, Amazon, and Shopify. Sole proprietorships in e-commerce. Operating as a sole proprietorship means you're conducting business as an individual, and it happens automatically when you start selling without forming a legal entity. Your business earnings are reported as personal income using Schedule C on your tax return. However, there's often confusion about whether you need to formalize this arrangement. For name registration, you have two options. You can either operate under your legal name, which requires no additional registration, or use a doing business as DBA name for your store. A DBA allows you to operate under a business name without forming an LLC, though it provides no legal protection. The cost of registering a DBA is often similar to forming an LLC in many states, which makes the LLC option worth considering given its additional benefits. We cover this in our DBA and LLC videos, so check them out for pricing information. It's important to note that your store name on any platform doesn't automatically become your legal business name. If you want to operate under a different name than your legal name, you'll need to file a DBA, even if you're just a sole proprietor. This becomes particularly important when accepting payments and filing taxes. Platform-specific requirements. Again, here we'll be covering the three majorly used platforms for selling online: Amazon, Etsy, and Shopify. Amazon's framework. Amazon explicitly allows individual sellers to register by selecting None, I am an individual, during the registration process. However, Amazon has strict insurance requirements that kick in once you reach $10,000 in monthly sales. At this point, you must obtain commercial liability insurance within 30 days that provides at least $1 million in coverage per occurrence, has a minimum deductible of $10,000, and specifically names Amazon.com Services LLC and its affiliates and assignees as additional insureds. This requirement applies regardless of your business structure. Amazon sellers face unique liability challenges due to their business model. Many use fulfillment by Amazon, or FBA, meaning products shipped directly from suppliers to Amazon warehouses without personal inspection. When ordering in bulk from overseas manufacturers, checking every item becomes impractical, creating potential quality control risks. Etsy structure. Etsy allows individuals to start selling immediately without any formal business registration. The platform handles sales tax collection and remittance through their marketplace facilitator system, simplifying your tax obligations. While Etsy doesn't require business insurance, it becomes increasingly important if you're selling items with potential liability risks like skincare products, children's toys, or food items. For Etsy sellers, a sole proprietorship works well when you're starting out or treating your shop as a hobby. However, if you're consistently selling with the intent of making a profit, your local jurisdiction may require a business license, regardless of your business structure. Shopify system. Shopify allows you to register as an individual using your personal name, address, and social security number. However, Shopify's standalone store model comes with additional considerations. You'll need to think about whether you want a custom domain name, though Shopify provides a free subdomain like yourstore.myshopify.com, and you're responsible for your own sales tax collection and remittance since Shopify isn't a marketplace facilitator like Amazon or Etsy. For Shopify stores operating from home, you may need a home occupation permit depending on your local regulations. Some cities and counties require this even for online-only businesses. Additionally, if you're selling regulated products like health-related items, your state may require specific permits regardless of your business structure. If you're watching this video right when it came out, we're about to launch a whole separate video all about seller's permits, business licenses, and sales tax permits. If you're watching this afterwards, you can check out that video here or on our page. You can also head to our website, howtostartanllc.com, to read our guides that go really in depth on all these topics, including state-specific guides. When you need an LLC, for Amazon sellers, an LLC becomes particularly valuable for Amazon sellers when working with established brands and distributors. Having an LLC helps establish business credit separate from your personal credit, making it easier to secure payment terms for larger orders. This is crucial for Amazon sellers looking to expand into wholesale relationships with major brands, as many require trade references and formal business accounts. The liability protection becomes especially important when dealing with bulk orders and international suppliers where quality control challenges are common. For Etsy sellers should consider an LLC when their business moves beyond occasional sales. This is particularly important if you're selling items with potential risks like candles and skincare products or children's items. Standard homeowners or renters insurance typically won't cover business-related claims, leaving you personally liable if issues arise. Additionally, if you're hiring help for production or customer service, an LLC provides a clear operational structure and additional protection from employment-related liabilities. For Shopify owners, Shopify store owners face unique considerations because they're operating their own independent store rather than selling within a marketplace. An LLC becomes valuable when you're handling your own fulfillment, storing inventory, or using third-party suppliers. Since you're fully responsible for all aspects of your business, including payment processing and shipping, the liability protection becomes increasingly important. Additionally, many payment processors and wholesale suppliers prefer working with formally established businesses. Regardless of your platform, if you're thinking about getting an LLC, you can check out our friends over at Northwest Registered Agent. These guys are our go-to for LLC registration and filing. We've partnered with them to get you a great deal. $29 at filing plus state filing fees gets you a year of their registered agent services for free. Northwest are legitimately the best in the business when it comes to LLCs. Their major asset is their helpline, staffed by thousands of experienced experts who are happy to field all your questions. There's never a robot. There's rarely, if ever, any wait times, and they get you connected to somebody who is in your area, so they'll know all the particulars or know exactly where to find them. You can check them out at the link below for genuinely the best deal with them that we recommend, especially to any first timers. This also helps to support our work in answering your questions and making even more guides, so thank you, and thanks Northwest. Growth considerations. As your e-commerce business grows, certain milestones make an LLC more valuable regardless of the platform. These include when you generate significant revenue that could attract attention from tax authorities or potential litigants. The separation between personal and business finances becomes crucial for tax purposes and asset protection. If you're planning to scale operations, particularly when moving from a single person operation to hiring employees or contractors, this transition often requires a formal business structure for payroll, taxes, and liability protection. And when seeking business loans or outside investment, lenders and investors typically require a formal business structure, and an LLC provides a clear framework for ownership and profit sharing. Practical steps for protection. Whether you choose to operate as a sole proprietorship or form an LLC, certain practical steps can help protect your business. For sole proprietorships, maintaining separate bank accounts and clear financial records is crucial. Even though your business isn't legally separate from your personal assets, this separation makes tax filing easier and demonstrates business legitimacy to platforms and suppliers. If you're selling regulated products, obtain necessary permits and licenses regardless of your business structure. Your local small business administration office can help identify specific requirements for your area and business type. Consider business insurance. Even if it's not required by your platform, the cost of insurance is often minimal compared to the potential risks of operating without coverage, especially when selling physical products. Understanding these platform-specific requirements and protection options helps you make an informed decision about your business structure. Remember, you can always start as a sole proprietorship and transition to an LLC as your business grows. The key is understanding the requirements and protections available at each stage of your business growth. For detailed state-specific information about forming an LLC or registering a DBA, licenses and permits, check out our comprehensive guides covering each state's requirements and procedures over at howtostartanllc.com. Best of luck with your business.